Diddy, your ex-girlfriend's pregnant, and apparently, she is supposed to be victim number one on the stand. Cassie Ventura. Oh, she's pregnant with her third child, but not for Diddy, obviously. She's pregnant with her husband, Alex Fina, his child. She already has 2 children with him. It is going to be a pretty sticky situation, because there is a video that's out there of her in deep problems with Diddy. Like, Diddy literally grabbed this woman. She was trying to escape him after a F-E-R eek off. And it was, if you guys don't know what the freak OFFs are, check it out online. I don't want to say it in this video, but what happened was she was trying to escape one of those, and she was like running out the room, and she had her duffel bag with her, or her knapsack or whatever. She gets to the elevator. Diddy gets running down the hall. He has a white towel around him. He's trying to hold it up. At the same time, he grabs her, pulls her down on the ground, starts going at her. And this is just a young girl. She was 19 years old when she met him, and he was supposed to enhance her music career, and then he didn't really much, but he made her become his sex slave. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. All the stories are really horrible. Anyway, back to the elevator scene. He grabbed her, pulled her down the hall by the scruff of her neck pretty much, and took her back into his suite. This is all in a hotel. And then he throws something at her. Now, she was with him for 11 years, okay? This video started surfacing after she sued him. She sued him, and apparently she got 30 million or something of that nature. Nobody really knows the amount that she got. It could be a little less, it could be a little bit more. But he filed 24 hours after her lawsuit. And after that, everything started to go weird for him. Everyone started to come out of the woodwork, and they started to talk about what he was doing. Now he has dozens of allegations against him, and not only allegations, but cases, court cases against him, saying that he did some inappropriate things going all the way back to 20 years. But he is saying that, and so is his legal representation, saying that he's being targeted because he's a black man. And he's saying that many black men in the past have been targeted, which is true, ever since the controversy of the Black Panthers. However, in this situation, no. Because more black people are accusing him of diddling them than anyone else. It's not like corporate white world is accusing him. You got people coming forward that are traumatized, terrified, didn't want to say anything for fear of their own careers all those years, and not only that, terrified that he might unalive them, because there's some of that rumor going on too. So there's a lot going on in the media right now. Guys, I'm telling you, check out all the videos. I made a couple of videos on it as well. Check out my videos below these ones. And I got to tell you, when Diddy goes to court in May, he's going to court in May 2025. And it's kind of early, even if he does go, because he only got put in jail in November, and then he wanted a speedy trial. I can see the reasoning behind that. He's saying, look, prosecutors, if you guys got something, you better come up with all the evidence, and you better get to work now. I'm not going to give you a year and a half to get yourself together, because he probably knows if he waits too long, there's going to be a lot more coming out of the woodwork. People are still thinking, should they tell? Should they not tell? And so he wanted a speedy trial. For instance, there's a group called Day 26. Oh my gosh, they did an interview with Vlad from Vlad TV on YouTube. 5 guys, all of them started to cry because they started to talk about the Diddy situation. Not only that, one of the guys said that he now is, he has to get a shot, an injection every month for his mental health because of what he went through with Diddy. Oh my gosh, you guys gotta watch that. I believe it's part 2, 3, or 4 when they start to break down. Day 26, Vlad TV, and part 2, 3, or 4, because he has them cut up in parts. You're not gonna see the whole video, right? So, OMG, when I saw them cry, those 5 men, they're men. They cried. One guy cried so hard he broke his glasses, his sunglasses. So you see, these are a lot of allegations that are coming out, and there's going to be more and more. And Diddy knows that most of these allegations right now that are coming out are people, some of them we haven't even heard of. They're not even, entertainers. I do believe that there have been some entertainers on film. Like there are some people who have been caught on film, because Diddy filmed all this for 20 years. He filmed a lot of it. And so now what's happening is a lot of these films have been looked at, and that's another thing what he's probably thinking. I'm not going to give them time to look at all those films, at all those videos, at all that footage. I'm not giving them any time at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to court real early, so they have to scramble and try to bring everything that they can get together. That means they'll have less witnesses and less cases, or at least less videos to go through, because they have to go through years and years and years of this footage. Now, Diddy was videoing these people, apparently putting substances into their drinks and everything in order to make them do sexual things that they normally would not do, and then filming them and holding the film over their head. It's even being assumed or alleged that young Justin is in those films, and it is so disturbing, because if he is, that means he was under 16, or maybe just 16. And some of these films are some of these videos are even being shopped around, So there is a lawyer, his name is Busby, and he is dealing with a lot of these cases, and a lot of these cases he is asking, Diddy to settle out of court. And since Diddy is not settling out of court with a lot of them, what he's doing is he's giving these cases over to the FBI. Some of these people have receipts, like they have proof of what happened to them, and others don't have proof of what happened to them. So Diddy may never get out of prison. That's how it looks right now. But then again, there's always something. He's saying that, like when it comes to prostitutions, working girls and stuff like that, that shouldn't be a problem. And I agree. Where I live in the Dominican Republic, it's legal. Like if a woman wants to do something with her body, then she should be able to do that with her body, or a man for that matter, but it's when you start putting substances in people's drinks to make them do something they don't want to do is where it gets bad. Or what he did to Cassie, just because she was his girlfriend for 11 years, he used to make her partake in certain activities, and she would have to call the call guy. She would have to call, and he would have to have a big big anatomy, a black man, big anatomy. She would have to paint her nails white. Like, apparently, P. Diddy had a lot of expectations, and he loved to do these actions. And, she's saying that he did all this, and she felt like she was his sex slave, and that is not right at all. She was not a prostitute. She was not a working girl, a lady of the night at all. But he had her calling these men and having these men go over and filming her as she does like all these acts. And then afterwards, like it would go on for hours and hours, sometimes days. And then they would have to go on like IV to put the fluids back in their system again. One day he was even on the IV drip with his mother. Could you imagine? With his mother. And they're like, oh yeah, we're just doing the IV drip. That was so disgusting. I don't really know what's going on with the mom. I don't want to bring the mother into anything because that's a whole other story. But guys, we're going to be hearing more and more about this trial as the days come on, because as the weeks go on and the months move in, it is getting closer and closer to the trial. And Cassie is pregnant. She is going to look so vulnerable on that stand when she gets up there. And the jury most likely already saw the video of her getting beat up and beat down, pulled apart and picked apart by Diddy. And they can only imagine, if that's what they saw one time on a video, how many other times did she go through that? There are so many other stories out there that are going on. And it's very, very sad how he treated these women. We cannot forget the pain that a lot of these women have gone through. Guys, please take a moment to subscribe. After you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell button and the thumbs up, because sometimes people subscribe, but it doesn't show that they subscribed. So be certain, go and make sure if you already subscribed, that you are subscribed. And my algorithms say that 90% of my viewers are not subscribing, and I would really love if you guys could subscribe. I have 944 subscribers right now. Let's get that up to 1,000 subscribers by March. Right now, we are at February 20th. I love you. Please enjoy your day. Be very good to yourself out there. My daytime job is a soul coach, and that's like kind of like a life coach, but I help people just make better decisions in life and just be happier in life and be more spiritual in life. And if there's any piece of advice that I can give to you as a soul coach is think better about yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself for the decisions that you made and the actions that you did. We all make mistakes, but it's our tablet of our heart that is most important at the end of the day. How we forgive ourselves first and how we are remorseful. So please be good to yourself out there. Don't hurt yourself, harm yourself, and only thing you should do is heal yourself. I love you. Sister Cerise here. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.